Salesforce, Miguel.
Overlook on where exactly this is happening on Villanova's campus. So if you take a look, this is where most of the Villanova campus is. Here is the law school. That is where we see law enforcement focusing their efforts. That's also where they had an orientation, an opening ceremony, and an orientation earlier today. So we know many students were in the area, and we know that Villanova, they actually tweeted out and they sent an alert out asking students to avoid the area. This is right by County Line Road and Spring Mill Road, also not far from the SEPTA train tracks, and that is why SEPTA's Thorndale line announced on Twitter, on X, that they would be bypassing Villanova because of the police activity. Speaking of that police activity, if we can kind of zoom out, I want to show you a little bit about what's happening here in the other monitor. You can see law enforcement is still heavily on the scene. This is from Radnor Police, who confirmed that there were reports of some kind of active shooting situation. They would not give more details, but you can see it's a massive response. We also saw Lower Marion Police that were represented here as well, helping them out with these efforts. So it's a massive response around the law school area there. We at one point saw officials, officers going in with their guns kind of on alert into the building through shattered glass, shattered doorway. You can also see them kind of hiding behind the building over here. So this is happening Villanova's campus. The alert 4:30 today, it went out to students, to staff, to people at Villanova, telling them to seek shelter and telling them to barricade if they can because of the reports of an active shooting situation. We are working to confirm what exactly is happening on campus, where we're trying to talk to not just law enforcement, but also to people on the ground there about what they're going through. But this is centered around the law school building. And so this is a very scary time. It's a time when more than 1,000 students just came back on, 1,800 students who moved back onto campus yesterday, many of them new students, many of them law students, and then had their opening prayer today. We're looking forward to an opening picnic. Instead, now they are hiding inside of closets, some of them hiding in different areas, trying to stay safe and following those orders and those recommendations to shelter in place. Again, you can see law enforcement behind the building here on Villanova's campus. This as they continue their response with the reports of an active shooting situation at Villanova University. We have multiple crews there, so of course we're going to bring you any updates as we get them. Jackie.
All right, Miguel, thank you so much. As we continue to show you that live picture and the police presence on campus, just outside campus, there's a large police presence as well. And Aaron Baskerville is on Lancaster Avenue, just outside the entrance. Aaron, can you hear us?
Not yet. I haven't.
Aaron.
Oh, see? You
guys can hear me now. We're near Lancaster and Ethan on the campus, and just take a look at what I'm looking at right now. You can see this massive police presence. We walked down about a block or so, or 2 blocks, and this is what we're seeing right now. I had a chance to talk off camera to an employee who works for the University of Villanova. They said they got the alerts. They were actually barricaded and locked down for a little while until further notice. He decided to leave the barricade and you'd be out here just with us watching this large police presence. You're looking at state police, you're looking at Glen Olden, West Whiteland, also Lower Marion. The police presence is massive. I'm going to see if I can talk to anybody at all about here. Were you on campus when you got the alert or anything like that?
No comment.
Okay, no comment. So, like I was saying earlier, when we were down the block there were some families and parents that we were talking to that were getting those notifications. They didn't know exactly what was happening, but like we've been saying, you know, it's the first day for freshmen. Some people calling it freshman orientation. And you just can imagine those feelings of being new on campus, then all of a sudden you take a look around and this is what you see. We know from some of the messages and alerts that went out that they were telling folks to avoid that law school area, to lock yourself in place, barricade, and stay where you're at. And obviously we're going to continue to echo those sentiments, but it's hard to even see as this police presence goes deeper down Ethan Avenue. And like we were saying before, all of these cop cars were racing up and down Lancaster for blocks, and you can see they're all parked along this area. I'm going to try and see if there's anybody I can talk to. Were you on campus when this happened?
I was not.
You weren't? Okay. So just continue looking over here. As you can see, obviously, that big police presence is, I'm trying to see if anyone could talk to. Were you on campus when this happened? Yeah, tell me what you saw or heard.
I saw a lot of people stand up
and in a panic start to just mass exit towards me. We got up, we joined the crowd, and we were trampling over a lot of these folding chairs. They just started to go down, and people started falling over chairs and then ducking, getting low, staying for cover, trying to get into buildings or behind walls. I just kept running, luckily, and got all the way over here. But many people tried to get to their car.
And what do you know what happened? Do you know why they were doing? What were you being told was happening?
Well, it sounded. I thought I heard some pops, but it sounded like people were saying there was some shooting going on. And
they're responding to a report we don't know. We haven't confirmed a lot of this stuff. But how are you just feeling now?
I'm shaking. Like I never would have expected. I'm sitting at a mass, on a beautiful day, and we had a great experience here, and it turned into a bit of a nightmare very quickly.
Were you here because you had a child that was for fresh?
My son is moved into a dorm right over here, and we're a part of the welcoming mass that they had for all the new students, all the freshmen and new incomers.
I'm a parent. I couldn't imagine. It's supposed to be a joyous day, first day of on campus. Then you get an alert and you see people running and trampling over each other.
Yeah, I've never had this fleeing kind of feeling. It's a scary thing to get this. And
as of now, you didn't see anybody get injured or anything during
nothing.
that?
I know nothing other than what you guys, anybody knows. I know nothing more.
And what's your name again, sir?
Joe Schmidt.
Joe, thank you for your time. I'm glad you're safe. Thanks for sharing and talking to us, folks. Well, there's a firsthand account of a father who's talking about people fleeing, running, getting trampled over, trying to get away. And we'll give you one last look over here at what we're dealing with and looking at still this big response because of reports of a shooting, reports of shots fired, and that's why they all came here. Some of the alerts saying to avoid the law school area. We're going to be standing by, and of course, anything that happens out here, we're going to bring it to you. Let's send it back to you guys in the studio.